Continue, Jake. The tribe has spoken.
Fuck you, Kevin.
Aw, fuck you too, sweetie.
I'm JJ, one of the original Tribe of Nerds members. You can catch me on Marvel, Pokemon, and other gaming podcasts.
What up? It's Josh, resident superhero nerd, but I also dabble in the occasional super villain as well.
Some may know me as the Chaos Gremlin, but really I'm just Joe King.
Pikachu, use Volt Tackle! Good job, Pikachu!
On the Tribe of Nerds. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Tribe of Nerds. Austin, Matt, and I are here for episode 6 of season 3 of the Traitors. Super excited for this one. This was a very lively one. A lot of people turning on each other and just making ridiculous accusations. So let's talk about it. So what did you guys think of this episode?
So it was a really good one. I really enjoyed this episode. It's probably my favorite one of the season so far. I mean, it was literally just Wes and Rob, and then you had the Danielle and Carolyn feud, and then even the stupid Tom and Dolores one. I mean, you seen all the little tidbits coming from here and here, and then bam, like Derrick at the round table is like, no. We need to start focusing on the actual conviction here, y'all. So, I mean, this episode was it was packed with actual storyline, dumb side quests that people are theorizing. I don't know. It was really good. Man, this next episode is going to be crazy because they went nuts at this round table. But yeah, I mean, I also thought it was funny that everyone went for shields immediately. I was like, oh damn, they wasted no time doing that. But overall, I enjoyed this episode a lot. It was really good.
Yeah, everybody was really gunning for the shields, but yeah, it really was a fantastic episode. What are your thoughts, Matt?
Basically the same thing that Austin said. The roundtable was awesome. Definitely a fun episode. I was a little bit disappointed with Alan's outfits after last week, but that's just what it is. And then I just love how Tom just kept getting so many straight shots throughout the entire episode. They were just making fun of him so much.
I know. Yeah, he had so many confused looks or looks stuff in his face. So, like, geez, Tom, how much food are you eating?
Tom is absolutely that comedic relief of this season. He cracks me up every time. Like, everyone's face, like, he's theorizing me. Like, Dolores was like, whatever, hate this guy.
Well, if we're just going to talk about that now, that is probably one of my favorite quotes where she goes, "You can say whatever you want because it's going to be confusing, so it doesn't matter."
I love how she started it too. I was like, please, let's go. Let's get into the meat. She cracking me up.
And then she just didn't give a crap and voted for him at the round tables.
Man.
Yeah, and then we do have a kill to talk about, and then we'll talk in depth about the round table and the challenge. We lost Bob Harper from The Biggest Loser, which I like Bob Harper, but I'm fine with him going. Like in terms of like we still have a lot of people causing conflict and being fun, so I'm glad like we have who we have left. So
yeah, I mean
Tony, I would have loved Tony.
But I'm still sad about Tony, absolutely. But like, yeah, I guess I literally had no idea what was gonna happen. I see how Bob is a decent pick for like Rob and them. I mean, Bob is a vocal guy. I mean, it's kind of just like the last kill, but I mean, everyone was definitely like, at least all the women were definitely pissed about Bob, it seemed like. And then, I mean, yeah, I see it. I can't wait to see who they murder next week. But yeah, Bob was definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Bob kill, I have to talk about how Carolyn got her fingerprints on the letter. I was just dying. So, it was like her hand was covered in ink. What the hell did she do with that pen?
I know that was hilarious, but also like I was telling Austin, I'm like, I don't think they do fingerprint checks. Like I don't think the faithfuls can do that, luckily. But
Yeah. Plus, it doesn't really matter because the person who gets the letter is the one who's killed, so it doesn't matter. And speaking about people getting killed, at the breakfast, somebody was like, "Well, maybe it's Ivar," and then somebody said, "If Ivar gets voted out, will we even know? It will be one less
Yes.
person. It'll be one less person to make us tea."
oh my
Yeah,
God.
that was like Brittany's first roast of the episode. I was cracking up when she said that.
Yeah, there were multiple digs at Ivar. I mean, we had the other one where he's like slow walking, and then someone's like, he's like the most likely to have like a heart attack or something. It's like, jeez. Yeah, and I mean it was a fun little challenge. I mean, again, people went for the shields. Carolyn gets one, and then Dylan and Chriselle get the other two. So
Oh, Dylan actually got it.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, because the way they edited it, it looked confusing. So I wasn't sure if Dylan actually got it because I know he's really good at rock paper scissors because he
right.
beat
Yes.
100 people in a tournament.
Oh my God, we should put him on Squid Games.
I was thinking the same thing because I would buckle under that pressure of $4.4 million in the game of rock paper scissors, but Dylan can apparently get it.
Yeah, yeah. I I really like Dylan. I think Dylan's fantastic. I could see him winning the whole thing at this point. Maybe. I mean, he's aligned with Boston Rob, so he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So,
Yeah,
Yeah, I think for Dylan, the only like he's gonna be in trouble as soon as Rob, I think, goes. But
yeah.
I mean, Rob just keeps getting from the like he's barely getting by right now. So I don't know. We'll definitely see what happens with Dylan. I was suspecting like Chriselle didn't vote for Rob, right?
No.
She's the other one I think's pretty tight with Rob. Like those two will be sitting pretty until he's killed.
Right. Right. Exactly. And I was saying this, I feel
Bandits.
like they almost got Boston Rob tonight. Like Derrick did a really good job despite it not working out. But generally the best way to get rid of Boston Rob in the seasons that he's gotten voted out is weaken him by taking out one of his closest allies and then he just crumbles. So, because I mean, it was twice in
Yeah,
Heroes versus Villains
I was
and
just going through my
yeah,
head the entire time. I was like,
Ethan
yeah.
and Winners at War.
And
Yeah.
then Marquesas wasn't really anybody, but he was on the outs because of the
Yeah,
numbers.
I
So,
mean, he did lose Sarah at the swap, but
yeah.
I guess you could say that, but
Okay. Going back quickly to the shields, I noticed that Alan said that anybody can grab them. Has there ever been a rule where only faithfuls can grab them? Because that would be a really fun twist. Like if you're with a traitor and the traitor can't grab it, like that would be
ooh,
fun.
yeah, I
Yeah.
actually think that would have been interesting if Carolyn couldn't grab it.
Yeah.
So, but it definitely, I feel like it throws suspicion off of her to grab it because she's so like, she wants to get the safety. It would be weird if she just handed it to someone else, but
Oh yeah.
I do think that'd be really interesting because like then you have to like negotiate it off you. Like,
right.
oh here,
Yeah.
Carolyn, take this. And she's like,
Yeah.
ah,
I don't really want to, I feel safe. Why do you feel safe? Oh well no,
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
in circles.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
thought it was
love
also funny
Carolyn.
that she just grabbed it. She's like,
yeah.
oh, mine.
Yeah. Then somebody was like, I thought we were going to talk about it. I was like, well, really? Did you really think that?
And of course, Tom thinks she's weird, but
If Tom's saying that, then there's
yeah,
something
yeah,
wrong.
Tom, I don't think you have a leg to stand on,
Yeah.
but
Like, Tom, you and Carolyn are hanging at the bottom of that cookie, man. Like, Jesus Christ.
all right, let's get to the round table. And so Boston Rob now gets all this info from a couple people, and it's like Wes is basically like trying to get rid of Rob, and so Rob's like, okay, we got to take out Wes. And then Derrick goes super hard at Rob, and so that happens. And in the middle of all that, you have Carolyn versus Danielle. So, what are your guys' more thoughts on the round table?
Where do we even start? It was
Yeah,
all over the place. Well, we already covered Dolores talking about
Tom.
because there wasn't really much there.
Yeah.
And then except like right after, I think it was Derrick who was like, "All right, I'm going to change the topic right now," and
Yeah.
everybody just like kind of nodded. Yeah, but Derrick's case, man, he was able to put like he was able to line everything up perfectly, explain his reasoning why. Like if I was at a round table, even if I was a trader, I'd be like maybe I should vote out Rob.
Yeah. Yeah. Derrick is just really good at this stuff. I mean, he's a cop. Like I just feel like that skill set lends itself really well here.
Yeah, and I mean he's just spitting facts at the end of the day. I mean, it's hard to like negotiate when it's straight facts and not lies that he's spilling about Rob. But I mean, Rob rebutted pretty damn well.
Yeah.
I was very impressed. I was like, Rob, how are you going to get out of this? And then of course he did because he's the Rob father.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like more and more Boston Rob is proving. I mean, as long as he knows he has numbers and he won't crumble, like he knows how to set up a case really well. But
I
again,
think the main reason he was able to sneak out of this one is because he knew for a fact Wes's name was so like prolifically said that day. If he wasn't getting that info, it would have probably been really tough for him to plant it on somebody.
right. Yeah, I agree with that. Anything else?
On Rob, no, but we can talk about how Carolyn just started going after
Yeah, let's talk
Danielle.
about
I mean,
that.
that was good. I
Yes.
can't remember what happened. I was just like, damn, Carolyn, just gonna say it, okay. And then she was making a good case too.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah. So yeah, Carolyn starts getting emotional and going after Danielle, and this gets so interesting. So we're gonna get to the votes here because Carolyn's gonna vote for Danielle, Danielle's gonna vote for Rob. So the traitors are all against each other. This is gonna lead to one of the best turret meetings ever, where everybody's just in silence for like a minute before Carolyn and Danielle start arguing more. So
It's just so
Uh,
fitting, I guess, for Carolyn to just randomly toss that in to a round table that's literally just going against two different people. She's
Right.
like, "Oh, I just want to say Danielle, and then just rips on her there." I'm just sitting there like, that is so Carolyn right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way, though, like
Okay.
it definitely sets up that like these three people can't work together. So why would you think all three of them are traitors? So
Very true. Maybe it's all part of the plan. No, I'm just kidding.
no,
It's
it's
definitely
not part of the plan.
It's definitely not.
Unintentional.
I can't even imagine what Rob is feeling in that turret, working with Danielle and Carolyn as they're going after each other.
He was shocked. That's the most shocked I've ever seen him.
So good. It was so good. And then Danielle's like, Bob the drag queen never said your name, but he alluded to it. It's like it wasn't going to be you. It may not have been. I may not have been first or second, but that death certificate was signed. I was like, damn, Rob, you are good at like coming up like with quick lines.
Yeah.
He is crazy with these one-liners this season. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's always been pretty good at the one-liners. I feel
Yeah.
like if you rewatch his seasons of Survivor, I think Redemption Island he has some really good ones.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Well,
all his
to,
seasons
to,
are really
to
good
be
ones.
fair, he's playing with idiots in Redemption Island.
Well, yeah, but he's good at confessionals. Like
No, he definitely. Yeah. Speaking of confessionals, I wrote down one that he did for this episode of the Traitors, where he was talking about going after Wes, and he's like, "Well, sometimes you have to fly too close to the sun, but it's a hell of a ride."
yeah, that was good. So yeah,
So, I was going to say, speaking of Wes, we didn't really talk about him, but
Yeah.
his defense is terrible. If you
Yes.
vote for me, my eyes are going to be on you, and I'm coming for you.
yeah, that
My
was
goodness.
awful. That was awful.
Yeah,
You literally just pissed off like half the table with just that sentence.
Yeah,
it was bad. Like I understand like where he's coming from the challenge where you have to be aggressive, but on the challenge you get like a second shot if you get voted out because you get to do the elimination to keep yourself in. Here, you don't get that chance.
right. This was just so bad. Like, I don't think Wes being aggressive from the get-go would have worked anyway, but this just certainly didn't do him any favors to all of a sudden come out as aggressive.
He just didn't have like that common sense to like look at the group he's playing with and go, okay, some of these like players are gonna just get mad by the way I like talk. Because I mean, it changed Sierra's vote probably right then and there. And I mean,
Yeah.
you can just tell Brittany was over this shit.
Yeah.
I I don't know. It's interesting. And we get some fun clips though after. I mean, Brittany tears Derrick one, and then
Yes.
Derrick flips that entire agenda on her ass to
Yeah.
Dylan.
That was really good how he's talking to Dylan and being like, I'm gonna get murdered
Yeah,
and Boston Rob's gonna try to spin this tomorrow that look, I got framed, which
yeah.
is exactly what is probably gonna happen.
Exactly. I mean, that was also really good. Man, Derek, man, I really want Derek and Rob just to face off in like another show
Yeah,
because this is just a fun dynamic.
I'd love that too, honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
it just sucks that Wes went because he was kind of a disappointment. I had such high hopes when he showed up, and then he was too aggressive, and maybe it was because of that Letterman jacket he was wearing, so he heard the cheerleaders be aggressive, be aggressive. So maybe that's what you made him play that way.
maybe. He did have a great exit line though, just saying F all you guys.
Top three. I cracked up.
So good.
Oh, it's so good. All right, anything else about this episode?
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, because they didn't really tell us who they were going after, but the previews say it's going to be a public.
Yeah,
What where they have to face their the person they murder up front. So hopefully it's like they actually have to do it in the castle. Like all three of them have to be together with that person. Because it would just suck if it's just like, okay, we voted to kill you. Now here we give you the
yeah,
letter
that'd be
type of
dumb.
thing.
Yeah, I mean, I assume, yeah, Derek is done for unless they decide someone else for some other reason. But
Ivar.
yeah, I mean, I guess it could be Ivar. Yeah,
Yeah. Because Rob even made during the roundtable, he even used the logic that they use in the
yeah,
tour at the roundtable. Like, I'm sorry to say this, I know there's traitors here, but nobody's going to kill Ivar because he's such a faithful.
right.
So I was like, man, Rob, I'm
True.
starting to like you more. And then after what he did this week by sending Todd a birthday video, Rob seems like a good guy.
Yeah. I I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe some rumors are not exactly
Well,
true, but
it depends on probably depends on the day type of thing too. Like,
true, true.
He wakes up one day, he just wants to kill the world, and the next day, you know what? It'll be a little nice today.
yeah. Well, to be fair, if you have like 50 fans surrounding you, I'm sure it's hard to,
That's
be
true.
on top of your game.
That's true. Yeah. All right, so we're halfway through Traitors season 3 now. So I guess predictions. I mean, I think we've been predicting who we want the last couple people to be, but any other predictions before we close this one out?
I think we all think it's going to be Derek or Derek. Well, you said Derek, I said Ivar, but
Mhm.
if they have to do it publicly, that may switch things up. So I don't know.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Austin, any predictions?
If we're talking straight up, who's gonna get murdered, dude? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the sequence of how this is gonna work is gonna work. Like, is like the person gonna come out with the entire group and open the letter and be like, "Oh, I just got murdered," or are they going 2 to 3 in that room and then they're gonna sign it right in front of them or something? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I'm still trying to figure out. I guess it's probably just gonna be the three of them are gonna stand in that room and he'll come walk in. I guess it's kind of what it's looking like.
Right.
I mean, Derek, I don't know. I just feel like Derek is the option here, right? But it's going to bring so
Right.
much suspicion to Rob, and he's already kind of sussed the hell out. So, I mean, it could be an Ivar. I really don't know who else it could be. I'm like, been trying to think about it. It's not going to be Sierra. She's always going to have the heat that they can use. I
Mhm.
mean, I really don't know who else. I mean, it could be maybe. Nah, I wouldn't be Brittany because Danielle's not going to let that happen. I just don't know. I really don't.
Who's the person who, after the roundtable, said that Dolores was a traitor? Was that Tom?
Yeah, that was Tom.
Okay, so it does make okay. I was like, maybe it could be Dolores, but no, it's Tom, the one who's throwing it. Was he also the one who had the rubber ducky in the bathtub
Yes.
scene?
Yes.
Okay. Oh God, I was like, oh God, damn it, Tom. I love how they're just making fun of you.
Yeah, so we have those moments. We, of course, have people more seductively stripping. Chriselle is stripping. Dylan and Sam have been shown stripping. Like,
Well, I mean, how do you get ready for bed, Jake?
true. Well,
I was
true.
like, I just assume I'm on the Truman Show the entire time if people are watching me, so I gotta do, a nice seductive dance as I get ready for bed.
I guess one last thing I was kind of thinking about and what they could do for this murder here. All three of the traitors were in two of the three groups. The only group they weren't in was the one that Chriselle got the shield in. So maybe that comes into play where they're like, do we even want to take the risk with these five? Like, we have no idea who has the shield here. Because what happens if they get Chriselle? She comes in there and then she just flashes that shield out.
Well, that's a good
Now
point
what?
too.
Does she know the three?
Right.
That's good too. Oh man, now I want that to happen now. Put down the episode now, Peacock. Nobody cares about it. Nobody wants to wait another week, especially
Right.
with so many Survivor seasons coming back. Come on, man.
I know. We have so much stuff coming up in a couple weeks. Yeah, so to close that out and lead into that. So can't wait 2 more weeks till we start our Survivor coverage back up with Brains versus Brawn 2 Australian Survivor. And then the week after we will have US Survivor season 48. So
And then the week after, South Africa's coming back. No, I'm kidding. I wish, but
yeah, I wish to.
Please.
Sadly, that is not happening. But yeah, those two are coming back, and we also got some Marvel content that we're going to be doing. So excited to reveal that. So stay tuned, and we will see you all next time on the Tribe of Nerds.